Hello.
Hi, we're back.
Hey, everybody.
Gosh, I miss our studio chats.
I know. I need to get back down there.
Yeah, well, we're so busy, so
Well,
it's really
busy
hard.
is good.
Yes,
That's all right.
yes,
We're making it work. This is just the way we're modifying.
yes, exactly, exactly. I know a lot of people were asking me about our trip to the floating spot, and I said that we were kind of disappointed we didn't actually get to float,
Yeah.
but we hope that the next time we plan on our self-care day, we
Yeah.
get to
It
do
should be
that.
coming soon. I know they're
Yes,
gonna be
yes. I
they're
feel
gonna be
like the
super.
weather is on the upside.
Yes, gosh, that really messed everybody up.
Oh gosh, I'm so sick of this cold. So, we're back for another episode of Wait, There's More, Get the Skinny with Sue and Kim. And today's hot topic, I feel we should talk about GLPs.
Yeah, I agree. It is a hot topic.
Yeah, well, it's very popular. And I'm noticing more and more in some of these Facebook groups, especially the gastric sleeve ones, you know, we have people that are panicking that they've gained, 10, 15, 20 pounds after gastric sleeve surgery. And they're not really that far out from surgery, panicking and want to get on the GLP bandwagon.
Yeah. I panicked. I gained 11. I think the range is 10 to 20 pounds.
Yes.
But again, Sue, the whole reason we did this is because I didn't know that. I didn't have someone, I mean, they were great about the giving me a binder and everything I had to do prior to surgery, everything I had to do after was very laid out plainly. But one thing that wasn't in there was, hey, by the way, you will get, I mean, we just need to be told you will gain
Yes.
weight. The,
Yes.
the bottom line, it's normal, it happens, it's almost guaranteed to happen. It's just how much of that are you willing to accept? I was not willing to accept 11 pounds. I would have been fine with like 5-ish.
Yes.
So I went into that panic mode. I was upset with myself and again, second guessed everything I had just done. But we're here to kind of fix that.
Yeah.
Let's address it. Let's talk about it and find out a way around it if GLP is the solution or not, but that's what we're going to chat about today.
Yeah.
Yes or no.
I just feel like, gosh, 10 to 20 pounds. And again, and this is what you were just talking about, is there's no like professional support walking women or even men after surgery, like through the first year or two.
Yeah.
Like someone that you could go to when you're struggling or you have questions. Yeah, the chats are really, or the groups are really great, but sometimes they're not so great. You get a lot of negative comments or posts in there, and it's discouraging someone who's trying to be successful and trying really hard. And I just feel like they we don't now that I know, we didn't have that direction.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. And
so
I think you do
people,
have to be careful with the groups because you don't know if it's a phishing scam, a bot, or whatever. I don't know how these
yeah,
people jump in or how the computer is designed, however that stuff goes.
yeah,
I think when you're already in a challenging situation, the last thing you want to do is go, okay, was that comment helpful? Am I supposed to follow that? Should I follow this? Like, was this a real person?
yeah,
Um, so, as a sidebar to the Facebook groups and whatever support you may be getting from your physician, this is just another level of, hey, by the way, this is what we learned, and maybe we can help with that part of the gain back, which really should be a subject in the outline the doctor gives you. Now you lost, your grand total was 179.
230, 239.
Oh my gosh.
I
Okay.
know.
And then did you have like a true gain back?
Yes. So I probably, after my lowest, I went from like 127 was my lowest after surgery, and I probably went to between 135 and 140, and I stayed at 140 or in between that for a long time.
But you have eventually just embraced that for what it
Yeah,
was. You were
yeah,
working out, like, yeah.
yeah,
And I lost, and I had a different situation. I lost 50 and gained back 11.
yeah,
So, if you applied percentages to that, yours was such a small percentage of gain back compared to mine.
yeah,
And it's just what level of put up with, what you want
yeah,
to put up with, like where you just say, okay, and I'll say I'm one of those people. Okay, I need help because I feel like I did the the surgery. I
hmm,
have a personal trainer. I do some cardio, probably not enough. Um, I've tried to develop some structure here at home since I work from home. So, where do I go from here? I'm thinking I'm raising my hand for GLP. What do I do?
yeah.
So, what have you learned about that?
Well, the pros of it after surgery with a 20-pound or less regain, it does help reduce the hunger signals and the food noise. And that's everyone's biggest complaint. Um, it's helpful for early intervention to prevent any more weight gain, and non-surgical option. Like you
Right,
don't want
not
to go
having
back
to,
in and have, if you had gastric sleeve, you can have the bypass done at a later date after weight loss.
or they do a re-sleeve or resection.
Yeah, yes, they call it
Something.
re-sleeve, but I want to say that was part of like they go ahead and they just do the gastric bypass after that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I've read some pretty sad stories in those groups, and I'm just like, and some of it is inspiring to the point of, wow, okay, I'm not as bad off as a lot of people,
Yeah.
and I haven't had as much as I would like some skin removal. I haven't had the chronic rashes, or I haven't had a hernia, or
Hmm.
things that have led people to medically need some intervention after bypass or sleeve. But then I just go, suck it up, buttercup. Like, come on, like really, you don't have it as bad as this lady. Let's just get it in gear. And a lot of people talk about just resetting, like
Yeah.
doing the same liquid diet, the same 2 week lead up
Yeah.
that you did before surgery. A lot of people start there, and just do a reset and see how that goes, I think, before jumping into the shots.
Yeah. And some of it might be like some of the cons of doing that is it might be overkill just for a small amount of regain. It has GI side effects, which can be worse post surgery. Muscle loss risk, dependency risk, like then you start to depend on it
Hmm.
because you feel like as soon as you get off of it, like everybody has an, if they can challenge themselves to stop thinking of food noise. Like I think
Yeah.
that's a clutch. To me, I think it's a clutch. Like people use that as an excuse not to fix that problem without medicating it.
Yeah. Well, I
And
was
then
gonna go ahead.
obviously the cost of being on it,
True.
and because you almost have to be, it's like almost like a forever thing.
Well, and that's another big question too, because I know several people on the shot. It's like, when do you taper down? When do you stop? Do you stop? And yeah, are you committed to that? I mean, I don't know if people are paying 200 a month or 600 a month, but I mean, it's up there. So
Yeah.
yeah, I was, when we decided to talk about this, it really alerted me to this recent talk show that Oprah was on. And
Hmm.
she's openly embracing GLP-1s.
Yeah.
Um, she is proclaiming obesity to be a disease, and I don't know that anybody has done that
Yeah. Yeah.
ever. Um,
Mhm.
Oprah tends to get a lot of attention. So she's written a book with a doctor, and they are talking about food noise elimination, combating the stigma, that GLP-1 is taking the easy way out.
Mhm.
Because she did, from what I remember from the interview, she didn't want to believe that these were that effective, that the shots were that effective. So um, she went off and gained 20 pounds back
Yeah.
within a month or something. And she was like, oh my gosh, there's something to this. Like I didn't want, I wanted to win that battle. I didn't want to find that as the result. Um, so yeah, I feel like she has basically stated that she's going to stay on them forever. I
Yeah.
don't know how healthy that is, but I mean, she's definitely got the money to have a doctor follow her daily.
Yeah. I don't
Um,
think I don't think really like there hasn't been any, you know, um, results of long-term side effects from it yet, you know.
yeah.
It's like a fairly new thing, what, like 5 years maybe?
I don't know because we were just talking about Wegovy being covered by military insurance. I do remember, obviously, uh, with trying to get this approved through military health care, they're
Yeah.
very strict and very hard. Understandably so. I understand they have rules they have to follow, but I think back, it probably might have been different 16 years ago, but for me, I'm going on year 3. So 4 or 5 years ago, I had to fail 4 methods before they would approve it. So I did have Wegovy probably 5 or 6 years ago, which was pretty new.
Yeah.
I failed. Metformin didn't work for me, so they considered that a failure. Um, the Wegovy, I gained, or no, I only lost 7 pounds, but they felt I should have lost more or something, so they considered that a failure. Manjaro, which was, or Qsimia, same thing, I guess.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
like compound, like phentermine and Topamax combined makes Qsimia. That was a failure. And then I had gained like 22 pounds in 1 month, leading up to that process. So that was documented. Um, so the weight gain like that, again, I think I had tried all those things,
Yeah.
stopped, and that weight came on so fast.
Yeah.
Um, and I don't mean to be redundant about my story, but I know not everybody gets to listen to these every day. So it might be new information for you. But yeah, I had a fellow classmate, we'll call her, in my training class, that she definitely errs on the side of that's the easy way out. And she's
Yeah.
not the only one that feels that way.
Yeah.
But I think that's what Oprah was saying, was like, I want to change that narrative.
Yeah.
And it's just where we stand with it.
Yeah.
I'm for it. You're kind of on the fence of, hey, let's just try these other things first. And maybe you
Yeah.
could coach someone, that has the time to meet with you and find a different way. Maybe
Yeah.
they don't have the means to
Yeah.
buy these shots.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think there's definitely arguments to support both sides.
Yeah. Yeah, I do too. And I don't my opinion is 10 to 20 pounds, you could probably do that yourself.
Yeah.
If you're doing all the right things, like protein first, this should always be non-negotiable. Hydration and like strength training
Well,
is
that's
really
it.
essential.
That's a good point, Sue, because no matter what you're doing, the sleeve, the GLP-1s or not, all of those have to be done. You
Yeah,
have to get your protein, you have to strength train, and you have to hydrate. And
yeah,
again, we're not doctors. This is just what we know
yeah,
because it happened to us. I
yeah,
can see what my body does when I haven't had water, my daily, what I
yeah,
should have.
yeah,
I definitely felt the effects of the lack of protein. And for me, it was the hair. I lost so much hair. And then the strength training, I realized how much muscle mass I lost. And for whatever reason, that didn't click with me early on. I could have
yeah,
combated those issues a lot sooner. I'm glad I figured it out now and we're on the right track. And I'm sure a lot of our listeners um, would agree that it's hard, but once you revisit those three core things, in my opinion, they are the core necessities to any weight loss, whether you're choosing to use assistance or not.
yeah, yeah. And sometimes you just have to take a look, like 10 to 20 pounds. You can just, reinvent your nutrition, your exercise, and, and reset yourself. And you should be able to get that off if you're already in that mindset. Some people lose the weight, and when they get to the point where, hey, I'm at this number on the scale, they don't know what to do. And so then they start like thinking, okay, I can start eating a little more fast food, or they start doing things that, picking up bad habits that they had prior to surgery, and before you know it, they're freaking out because they lost they're gaining weight, and they're wondering
Hmm.
why.
Yeah.
And so then the next thing is like, oh my gosh, who's on GLP-1's?
Yeah.
I feel, like if like I gained 40 pounds, when my mother passed away. I could have easily went on GLP-1's, but I chose to just like reset myself. And first of all, like Al was like dead set against it because, it turns out, you know, later on, unhealthy if the longer that you're on it and blah, blah, blah. So, I just chose to work hard. Not everybody has the same mindset, obviously, but if you can change people's mindset that they don't need it, that it's just something that, like it says right here, it doesn't, GLP-1s don't address um, stress eating. It doesn't address boundary issues or lack of structure. So, or the identity drift of like, I'm always starting over again mindset.
Hmm. And there we are back to mindset. I mean,
Yeah,
again, another core value we have to make weight loss effective and successful. And I do believe we're in different you and I are in different mindsets. I'm still working on it and getting there. I'm a work in progress, but you had the wherewithal to challenge yourself to lose that 40 because you can do it.
yeah,
You've run those races, literally and figuratively, you know. And
yeah,
I'm just kind of still new to it, only
yeah,
being
yeah,
3 years in.
yeah,
I'm curious what I would say 10 years from now, see
yeah,
where I'll be. I mean, there's always room for improvement. So, I'm looking forward to my next chapter too. And,
yeah,
um, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm in the middle of a challenge right now of do
yeah,
I make that decision? Do I look for assistance again, or
yeah,
do I challenge myself to bear down and do the reset from my doctor and do that again? Yeah, I think we kind of cover our audience from one end of the spectrum to the
yeah.
other.
And like I said, we both said there's no right or wrong answer,
Yeah,
because everybody's in a different mindset and a different place. And,
yeah,
what works for one person may not work for the other. And, yes, like, is it a quick fix? I don't ever think anything's a quick fix.
No, and if it goes quick,
Yeah,
it's not gonna, like, slow and steady wins the race. The times that I've lost weight slowly, I kept it off. The times
yeah,
that I've lost it quick, it came back quick.
yeah.
Um, we can unpack that another day. Like, that's
I know. Well,
has a lot to do with.
I'm excited to see what you decide because I support you 100% no matter
Thanks.
what. And I've already seen since we started our little podcast changes in you, like,
Oh,
your
thanks.
confidence and everything. So
Yeah.
um, it only goes up from here, Kim.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Oh, well, I hope everybody has a little more understanding about GLP-1s. This will be a topic that we'll talk about forever.
I
And
think
who
so.
knows, like, even if you decide that, that you need that, it's something we can share your journey.
Yeah, we're here for it. We're definitely here to support you no matter what, in the highs and the lows.
Yeah.
And please feel free to comment if you're on the fence about GLP-1s, if you're currently using them, or what you have found, to put them in the con column.
Yeah.
Any bits of advice you can give us, just comment on all our socials.
Yeah. All right. And as always, wait, there's more.
Bye, guys. Thanks for listening.
Bye.